I got it. The precious. I got it, my precious.
Alright, so this is my clips. I finally got them. I didn't think I was going to. Then they released a bunch. As a matter of fact, there's been a bunch of drama on the clips. The first one I got was a super intricate castle flying around. It's been coming back at least 3 times since I returned it. I opted for another one. I got a few other ones to get my sons into it, to do it with me. They all want that ring, the precious. So I got about 3, maybe 4 weeks at the most to try to get this done. It's gonna be a challenge. I'm gonna put in at least an hour every day that I can, and let's see how it goes. So why am I so excited? Let's rewind. By now, many of you are aware that Andymation is making Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Rings, into a full flipbook movie. And here is my clip. Now, I started off with a couple of drawings, I try to keep it nice and scribbly, trying to make sure that I found my way of doing this clip that would work with a little amount of time that I had. And this is what I came up with. I had all these drawings. I had about 5 drawings, I think I did. Some on paper, some on the actual flipbook paper itself. And then I just decided on one style. I bought the different colored pens and a regular pen that I was using, and I started working. Here you can see I used a big old sticky note to hold everything down. That was a suggestion on one of the Discord chats. And here I am just going away. I found some different kind of sticky notes, and I just kept at it. And it was a lot more daunting than I thought. A couple weeks in, and reality started to set in. Right, working on this flipbook. It's taken me way too long for 10 frames, about 3 to 4 frames per hour, almost. And I noticed that there's some inconsistencies in my cross-hatching. Some of them look way darker than the others. I might go back and try to even them out a little bit, but I think I'm gonna switch it up and do a little more basic on the next part with Legolas. And then the last part is all basically big, huge rocks and mountains. And then the birds are following them around and trying to look for them. And then I want them to pop up like meerkats or something, to kind of keep it kind of funny, because the way they all come up at the end. Anyways, so I'm just going to try to simplify it. I have a haunted house to do this weekend. I have 3 days, and then I start the haunted house, and then I'm going to have to try to sneak in this flipbook then. So yeah, I'm just going to have to simplify that, but we're at the last minute here. I wanted to get these done by the 10th. That's when our haunted house is for our fall carnival at school. So I don't know, it's cutting it close, because then I have to break down the haunted house that same weekend, get it out of the way. I'm going to work on this Legolas. I think I'm going to simplify it. Yeah, I wanted to make his eyes like I saw a clip. Alright, let's get to it. By this time I saw someone's clip that had these crazy eyes that are getting bigger, and I thought I want to try that with my Legolas clip. And I made a little paper there that I used to trace, and it helped me keep it consistent. And then my son got his done. He didn't think it was that good, but I'm proud that he got it done.
All right, I'm down to my last 2 frames. Now, I'm trying to finish up the shading. I usually turn off the light board so I can kind of look it back and forth. The only problem is, this is my second marker, and it's starting to die as well. Ooh, I forgot a spot. That's the hard part of this, is trying to keep it consistent. Gotta try to remember where you were adding shading and stuff like that. Try to make it look consistent. That's the basic thing I'm trying to get at. The step after this is to trace what I did with the birds. Now, I opted to change the birds out for orbs that were flying around. And when I first introduced them, I had them shooting out red beams, like they were like searching beams or something. And then at the end, I realized I either was going too fast I don't know. I wasn't sure of the timing at 12 frames per second, and so they're probably going kind of fast. But I made them kind of stop the beams, and then all these groups of 5 are being sucked back into the middle. Whether they're being recalled by a mother orb ship or by a portal, I have no idea exactly how you want to interpret it. You can see here I have a group of 5 coming in, but first let me do the number. So this is 87, and I messed that up a couple times where I accidentally just traced what was under there. I want to put my blue waters art here too. So what I do is I look for the dot, I go forward a little bit, try to put some ink towards the bottom, and then I've been smearing it in the direction they came from. Sometimes I have to come back in, add a little bit more. Sometimes I accidentally put a dot, and I just leave it. I figured motion blur can maybe leave a little image behind, right? Then I stack them over here. I've been stacking them in the order I've been making them. The flipbook, it's easier to flip the other way. I've tried to flip this in this direction. Oh, see, I don't have this all screwed together yet. That one broke in my backpack. I'm hoping I'll be able to use it. And I tried to do a cartoony one in the middle there. I don't know if I did a great job. I was just trying to make his face look like he was. He was like, what are all those things? I've never seen these orb things in my life. I usually start over here in this corner. I go all the way down. There's some bushes there, but I just pretend they're not there. Trying to keep it consistent. This one right here, I'm never sure. This one here, I think I used to have 2 mountains there, but not anymore. And no, I wasn't doing this ridge down here, but I started doing it. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep it consistent, trying to remember what I did in the other ones. I keep forgetting that one there, so it might appear off and on in my clip. All right, see, I'm not doing this in the order I usually do it. Probably can get thrown off by talking to the camera. It's one thing I'm still not quite used to doing is talking to the camera. I talk to kids all the time for my art lessons at school, but talking to the camera, it feels different somehow. Some people did some awesome flipbooks. I've seen like the ones that are just completely cartooned, and something looked like pretty realistic. I was like, man, I would watch that movie as a movie feature if they did it in that style the whole time. Gandalf right here. No, that this, I've lost something in the last frame or two. I've tried. And I keep forgetting to add the highlights. I was adding highlights with the white gel pen. Because the first few frames had tons and tons of branches and stuff. The hobbits and Legolas are in there hiding in bushes, and there's so many branches. I tried to simplify that as much as possible, and I think I lost some of the motion because it was panning also, and I was trying to do that cartoon face. I was doing the cartoon face like this, and at first, this is one of my first ones that I did. It took me like at least 20 minutes just to do this one frame, right? And you could really tell where the branches, it's hard to tell. So there's a lot of greenery, and then it would pan a little bit, and then it went to the Legolas scene, same kind of thing. He's just there behind it, and I made his eyes get wide. And I was using this to trace behind every few frames to make sure I was kind of being consistent. And I'm not sure how successful that was. Even when I flip through it, it doesn't look that good to me. Hopefully when I scan it all in, it'll look okay. I don't even know if you can see that anymore. Do my shading. So what I started just by trying to trace dark areas. The only thing is it's getting kind of blotchy looking. And I don't know if that's helping or hurting my art here. In some areas it works pretty good. But when I turn off the light, then I can use the reference and just kind of look at it and go, okay, I need a little darker there, and I keep forgetting the top of this one. All right, 88. Is that my last one? 88. Yep. All right. Now, let's do my orbs, and I'm done. Except I'm not going to throw it all together. I want to, like I said, I want to do my other thing first. So let's go back this direction. And the clip's going to end with those not going all the way out. And I'm not sure who's got the next clip after this, so it's going to probably look funny. If there's another scene after that, I don't know if it changes to another scene. There might still be some words over there. All right, now that I'm done with that, I need to figure out how I want my name to look. I want to make my logo down here and animate it a little bit. I just realized I did not finish the highlights on this, so I'll do that real quick. I've been kind of using this white marker to erase a few things every once in a while. Alright, so I'm going to write blue waters art. I'm going to start way over here, make it as big as I can. I don't want to get too crazy here. I do when I just get this done today. I think I want this one to fade out, so I'm going to actually be animating backwards. S's. I don't know why I have such a hard time with S's. It's just a weird shape to try to get it nice and even. Blue waters art. Hopefully it looks like there's enough gap in between each word that it doesn't look crazy. Not crazy, but all together. Alright, so that's Blue Waters Art. That could be my channel, my Instagram, or my .com. I don't think I want to put .com. I've had that website forever. Alright, here we go. Now, you know what, I'm just gonna make it smaller. I'm gonna make it look like it's going into the background. Let's see if these things work to hold two pieces together like that. And I've got 88 frames to play with. See, I already feel like I'm messing this up. Alright, I'm going to switch this over to a time lapse, I think. I have a time lapse going over here, but I don't know how good it is. I think I went too much smaller. I'm not an animator per se, right? I've done a few flipbooks, shown my students and stuff, but maybe I should have used a blue pencil and I could have erased. Gonna be just fine. Not get them mixed up. Oh!
Oops!
Oh, she knocked over my screen. I wanted it to come from the middle out, but I'm going more to the side. Which is, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
The precious, it's done.
Alright, so here's my setup. I have this document camera set up at my desk that I used to present to my students. And I made this little jig to register everything in the same place. I just had to keep curving the paper down so it wouldn't stick up in this bottom corner. And I did knock into this camera, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. Either with the paper, I did hit it with my hand once, and I was like, ah! But, so there might be a little inconsistency in some spots, but this thing's finally done. I haven't even flipped it yet. I just wanted to take these pictures. Once I get these edited, I will share with the Discord channel, and then fill out all my paperwork and send them in. Claim my rings. The precious. Even that digital scanning took about a good 20 minutes or something. And here I finally flipped it, and I shared it, and I said, I'm not a very good flipper. And here it is digitized. I did a close-up here for you to see of the Blue Waters art and how I animated that around the bottom. Yep, and then here it is compared to the file that Andymation shared with us. I gave this clip to one of my other art teacher friends, and unfortunately I had to give away one of my clips back to the Discord. And then this last clip here is my son's clip. I tried to get him to do a little more, but he ended up just doing basic outline. But good overall.
All right, now that I'm done and I get my ring, I will be part of the flipbook army. Andymations flipbook. Okay. Oh no, not you too.
You have it?
Have what?
The ring. Did you get the ring?
The ring? I don't have the ring. I just finished the flipbook. I'm not going to have the ring till later.
He needs it.
Who's he? Who needs it? Why do you look like you have a hair transplant from Hobby Lobby?
It's not a hair transplant. It's evolution.
And what's with the beard trimmer?
It's version 2.3. It's sleeker. Andymations was more experimental.
OSHA safe. Oh, good.
Time travel requires precise facial calibration. When the ring is given, you will be called to the army.
What army?
The flipbook army, of course.
I joined what?
You already did. You just didn't realize it yet.
That was just a bit for this video.
Shame, he needs it.
He? And for what? Did you just cough up yarn? What is that?
You don't need to know what that is.
When you get the ring, make sure you keep it somewhere safe.
Closet's getting crowded. Anyways, congratulations. 1.21 beard watts.
Pretty sure humans don't cough up yarn. Anyways, send help.